like health and wellness. Then she's got your message. You came to get it from Karla's Korner. Make the world better, one life at a time. On Karla's Korner.
Hey everybody, it's Karla Jarvis, your favorite nurse practitioner, coming live from Karla's Korner, where it's the corner where lifestyle meets the wellness. How you all doing this week? We are doing fabulous. You remember my guest from last week, Erica Parsons, and now we back to talk about all the spa services we do. We don't talk just about the nutrition. We are a business that do everything.
Everything from health and wellness to primary care to anything in between.
You better say it, honey.
Everything.
We do everything but cook dinners right now, but that might come later. I want to show you our new t-shirts. This is for the J Spa. So the primary care is Jarvis Family Medical Services. Mm-hmm. The spa services are under the J Spa. And look at the back of my t-shirt. Ain't that cute? So I just wanted to show you that. But you contact us through one number, which is the 502-822-3659, and hit option number 1 or option number 2. Or you can go on our website to book, and that's www.jarvisfamilymedicalservices.com.
Yes.
And so therefore it'll say, okay, do you prefer this day or this day? You put 2 days and times, and then the staff will call you to schedule your appointment.
Right.
So today we're going to tell you all about our services. So we broke it up into 3 categories. We have health and wellness, cosmetic procedures, and body procedures. So we're going to start with the health and wellness because Erica's here. So you all know Erica is our nutritionist, right? So she's the one that breaks all it down for you, how to eat.
Tell you you can't have your favorite foods anymore.
I know, one.
But we can tell you that you can have more than gluten-free ice cubes. So then we can also give you injections for your vitamins. We can do IV bags, which you've got 3 sizes to choose from depending on where you're at in your regimen.
Right, so we can do a small, which is 250 cc's. That usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes to go in. Then a medium size, that's 500 cc's. That definitely takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Right. And then 1,000 cc's is the largest bag, and that takes about 60 minutes to go in. And in the bags, we individualize. I don't buy bags that are already pre-made.
Right.
We individualize and make those bags right in front of you. And so we put everything in there. It depends on what's going on, but we put like your vitamin C, your B12, your B complex, your magnesium, things like that. And then we add other amino acids, depending on when you fill out your questionnaire, what's going on with you. And then if you don't have time, that's when we can do your enhancer injection.
And the enhancer injection is really nice because, like you said, if you don't have time, or you want to just kind of focus strictly on one thing, then you can do that if you don't need to do extra hydration.
That's right. And then we have the B12, B complex. Now, we also have a pain one. We have an anti-aging for your skin, hair, and nails. But my favorite is the Karla Kaboom. You get it? Karla Kaboom. And that is Don't it pack a punch?
It does pack a punch. Some people feel it right away. Some people feel it tomorrow. But either way, you're going to feel it. And it's going to give you a boost of energy, help with your mental cognition.
Weight loss.
It makes you want to get up and do something instead of just sitting down and being kind of a lump like we've been used to.
Because we told you all, you can lose weight with just your nutrition. But when you lose this weight, you're going to have all this skin sagging, right?
Right.
So you have to be doing some type of exercise regimens according to what you can do. Now, with me, I had my back surgery. I have knees problems. So, no, I'm not going to go out here, running track and all that stuff. I go to the pool.
Right.
And I love water aerobics. And then I sign up for the Y. And I even do the bicycle. In the water. I love that.
Your resistance there is building up a lot of great muscle. You know what else those enhancer injections are good for? Or just the individual injections? People who've had the lap band surgery.
Yes.
Because they're not
absorbing their nutrients in their guts.
Yeah, and they're not getting enough to continue on. And so those amino acids that you put in there for the protein and everything is amazing.
Yeah, because a lot of them end up with pernicious anemia.
Right.
Because they cannot absorb the B12.
Right.
So taking things by mouth after you have a gastric light band or a gastric sleeve or the full, what is the other one?
The whole bypass surgery?
Yeah, bypass. Then that's they can't absorb a lot of things in the gut. Right. So that's why they start coming and getting IVs or getting the enhancer injections. Right. So that's all under health and wellness. We're going to have the prices on our website just so you can see the different prices. But you can always call us and ask us, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
Right.
Now comes the next part, honey.
This is
now,
the fun part.
Yes, honey. So you know
fun.
they call me a beast with a needle. Or did I make that up myself? But I am awesome with a needle.
She is. One thing I really love about watching you with the needle is if you go to YouTube and you watch other doctors or you watch people who
other injectors,
they walk out, they look like ducks, and they're so swollen, and you can tell something's been done, and it takes a few days for it to go down. But when you do it, it's these subtle enhancements that you walk away from here and you think, I had something done.
Right.
Not like, oh my God, you had something done.
Because in the spa world, somebody look at you and be like, what did you do? That's not a compliment.
No.
But if they go, you look like you had some sleep or some rest or went on vacation.
Right.
That's a compliment.
Right.
So I always am very conservative with my treatment because you can come back and we can add more and more.
Right.
I'm not one of those ones, and no knocking anybody else,
right.
but I'm not one of those ones that will fill you up on your first visit.
Right.
I don't think that looks good.
No, it doesn't. Plus, people want to come to you to do these enhancements. They don't want a full medical procedure where they're walking out completely wrapped in bandages.
Right.
Can't lay down for 3 or 4 days. Can't do all this other stuff. They come to you for the facial. You can even do... Can we get into threads right now?
Yeah.
That is so much fun.
I love my threads.
From face to neck to arms to bust. To butt. And
to
thighs,
stomachs, to thighs.
It's all done. And you don't have to do any type of resting. Well, maybe a little, but you're not walking out of here in bandages because you've been cut open and sucked out.
And if you all are like, well, what are these threads? They are non-surgical threads that I put into the body. And it's just like if you have surgery and those threads, they tell you, oh, they're dissolvable threads. Same premises, but what I do is I put them in and then I tighten up the skin in that area.
Right.
So it's for people who don't want to have anesthesia and go under the knife to have surgery. Now, if you have you lost 100 pounds and you have all this excess skin, the threads are not for you. This is for if you want to tighten up your chin or your jawline or your cheeks or your forehead or you want to bring your breast up. Things that subtle changes. Right. Yes, but major skin hanging, you need to go and see a plastic surgeon and get a consultation for, that type of excess skin removal. But we love that. And you can look at it on our website. Right. I mean, not on our website, on our Instagram and our, what is that called? When we do the little videos, TikToks, that's you can look at that, look at our videos, and you can see exactly what we're talking about when it comes to the threads. But the other cosmetic things we do is teeth whitening. Yes. I'm getting mine done today. Ting. So
teeth whitening is pretty cool. It's a non-invasive thing. You don't have to go to the dentist to do it. We're not doing any type of surgery or anything.
Right.
It's strictly lifting the stains. So it's a gel that we'll put on for 15 minutes and put you under a blue light. And then we'll wipe it off, and then we'll do it again. And so the whole thing takes about 30 minutes or so. Okay. And you come out, and you're about 10 to 12 shades lighter. One thing that we want to remember, though, is that your teeth are not going to be any whiter than what your genetics are going to allow your teeth to be. Okay? So we're not going to the dentist, and we're not putting this bleaching compound on there that makes you look optic white.
Right.
It's going to be a natural, subtle enhancement. And teeth whitening is great because it also brightens your face.
Yes.
Even though you aren't having anything facially done, it will look like your wrinkles are a little less as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because people don't understand when you're going to get things done, it's a whole artistry to the whole face.
Right.
It's not just put it in my lips. Well, we got to sometimes put it in your nasolabial folds and your cheeks to make the mouth look wider. What the teeth look whiter is going to also do that.
Right.
The more wider it looks, the more you'll look more youthful.
Yes, absolutely.
So that is very important. And usually the treatments are a session of 2.
Session of 2. So we have it set up where you come in and you do your first session, and it's a 30-minute session, and then we break it out to about 4 to 6 weeks later for your second session. And then you can do your maintenance sessions at about 3 to 6 months after that. And
the biggest thing is really watching what you're drinking. Your tea, your coffee, your Cokes. Yeah. Once you get this done, you need to really kind of think about what you're drinking because you don't want to waste your money.
You don't. And you don't want to just drink out of a straw either, especially if you have Botox or filler done because that just messes everything up.
Because that just messes up your whole mouth and give you those smoke lines when you don't smoke.
Right. But what we want to focus on is making sure that internally, when you drink all those sugary drinks or anything that has a lot of coloring to it, that it's not coming back and breaking down that enamel.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we will take the surface stains off of the enamel, and then as long as you take care of what you put inside of you, that will last longer.
Yes. Some other things we do is a foot detox, and you can get the foot detox done with an IV. And the reason we do that is because a foot detox is just that. It's going to detox the body. So it's going to take out toxins. And then depending on the colors, we have a whole sheet of what's going on. If it's detoxing like your joints, or if you have some metals going on, something going on in the blood, or you've been around a lot of allergens, it'll go through all of that with you. I recommend that once every 2 to 3 weeks, not every week, because we don't want you to take out your good toxins. So you have to be careful with a lot of detox.
Right.
But detoxing is good to kind of clean out the liver for weight loss.
Yeah.
And because you took a lot of medicines and stuff, we want to make sure you don't end up with a fatty liver. You have the baby fat. We want to detox the kidneys because you want to be able to get all those toxins out. So
it helps yeast build up as well.
Yeast build up, everything. So a foot detox is really good. And then we get into treatments like dermaplaning, where they will take a little surgical blade and get all of this little bitty baby fine hair on your face.
Right.
And I got it done. So I took some medicine to grow my hair out. Well, I wasn't thinking that it was going to grow out my mustache and my 5 o'clock shadow. And so,
right, because it doesn't just target
the hair. It targets everywhere. Even my nose hairs was a little long. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, I look like a goonie goo-goo. So I love when the girls came and did a dermaplaning on me. It wasn't painful. And they just went in there and got those little fine hairs off. And my face felt so silky smooth. And my 5 o'clock shadow and my mustache were gone.
Well, and two, when you do dermaplaning, I don't think we realize when we wear makeup, because we're so used to the washing and pulling up through the circulation, right, to keep us youthful, that all those little hairs kind of stand out. And so when we're putting on our makeup and we're putting on our moisturizers, we're still kind of rubbing up instead of rubbing down. So this way, when you wear makeup, all of that smoothness will actually come through, and you won't have like this little extra fine hair making it look rougher than what it is.
Right.
So.
And also, like, we do organic spray tans, right?
Yeah.
But also with spray tanning, you cannot spray tan the hair. Right. So if your skin is darker, it's going to show that fine hair. If you really have light hair, like blonde hair, it's going to show that. Right. So it's about to get into the season. We're about to go into spring. Everybody going to start getting their spray tan. We love our organic spray tans.
We do.
And it's for all melanin types.
Yeah.
For some with melanin and some without melanin. Everybody can do spray tans. It helps to define the body. It helps to make you look a little bit more slender, a little bit more muscular.
It also helps you to even out the skin tone.
Yes.
Even as Black women come in and get it done, you may have kind of patchy spots, or patchy areas where we can kind of adjust our fluid and spray a little bit more there, make it look a little bit even. That way, when you go out, you don't look like you're two-toned.
Correct, Amanda. And then just think about, we getting ready to get into proms and weddings and derby and all these things. And so you're going to have like on maybe a strapless dress. You want to look one shade from top to bottom. Right. It's nothing worse than having your face all done, but your neck and your décolleté looks kind of rough. Right. So we do organic spray tans, and they usually last 7 days. And so we always have packages. But we also do all your cuticle treatments ourselves. We individualize everything for you. It's not like you come in, we just go, go in that booth. No knock to anybody else, but go in there and just do yourself and then come back out. We don't do that. Right. We really try to give you that specialized attention. Right. Then we do a lot of facials. Like we have the Hydro Jelly facials. We have the Hydro Facial MD, which extracts and hydrates at the same time. Right. So people that works around a lot of chemicals or work in factories, work around a lot of dust, all of that sits on your skin. Yes, and we don't realize how much our skin breathes. It is a living, breathing organism, right? And it's our number one defense. Right, everything you take in, then also it absorbs and then goes into the bloodstream and so on. So coupled with getting that out of the skin and the foot detox is amazing. Yes. Yeah. And then we do a lot with LED lights. Yes. I know you are like, we seen a lot of these masks around. What do? Well, the LED light goes at a cellular level.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have acne, we do a blue light. If you have and a red light, because the blue light helps to neutralize the skin. The red light helps with inflammation, pain, wrinkles. You have a green light that we use for hyperpigmentation. You have a yellow light that's for rosacea to kind of make it more subtle. So the LED light is really good for so many different things. We even use it for pain.
Right.
If my patients come in with a shoulder, neck, back, we'll put the LED light on them,
Right.
and they will feel so much better because it's going to help to take the inflammation out, so they'll be able to move those joints.
Right. And so if you have bad acne, back to what you said about the blue light, it also helps to break down that bacteria that gets stuck in there that just washing doesn't take away.
Doesn't take away. And a lot of times you got to watch what you're washing your face with.
Right.
I had an esthetician tell me just use good old fashioned Dove soap.
Dial soap.
Antibacterial.
Yeah.
And she said because the main thing is getting the bacteria off.
Yes. Once that.
But you still need to come to us or someone else to have a regimen.
Right.
Because you're still going to have other issues. And then, of course, aging, everything is going to start to sag. And so we want to help to reserve that.
Right.
We want to make the aging process a little bit slower.
Yep. Graceful.
And so, but we don't want to make you look unlike yourself.
Right.
And then I do a lot, as you all know, with Botox, which is a neurotoxin that we put into the muscle to freeze the muscle so that you don't make those lines. And when I say freeze, I'm not saying that you walk around looking like a statue. No, what I'm saying is when you talk, I still allow you to have movement. You just won't have those lines.
Right, and that goes back to that subtle change again.
Yes.
It's not, you don't walk out of here knowing that you had something done.
Yes.
If somebody sees you and says, I know what you had done. It's, oh, you look restful.
Right.
You look youthful.
And I love that. I get it done myself. I have Dysport all through my face. I have Xeramin all through my face. I've had fillers. Fillers is to go in there. Any place that's losing volume is where I put the fillers, and that's by syringe. Neurotoxins goes in the muscles, and that's by unit. 3 neurotoxins I use is Botox, Dysport, and Xeramin. The fillers I love is Belotero, Radiesse, and Versa. So I love all of those. Now, if it's something that you are particularly wanting, like anything from Galderma or Allergan, I always can order that special for that patient.
Right.
Also, we do a lot of which are on platelets. So what happens is I'm in the Vampire Procedures Club. I learned from the best, Dr. Reynolds, down in Fairfax, Alabama. So what we do is you come in, we draw your blood, we separate the platelets from the red blood cells. Whatever I inject your platelets is going to make the body make all the red blood cells, white blood cells, and electrolytes rush to that area.
Right.
So when we do it underneath the eyes, because that helps with dark circles, that helps with when you have a lot of allergies,
right.
You've been dehydrated for a long time, that helps to lighten that up.
Right.
We also can put it throughout the face to give you a more youthful appearance. We can also put it into knees and shoulders for pain and inflammation.
What you do with hair?
We can do it to the scalp to help to stimulate the follicles,
Yep.
to start growing the hair back. Now, of course, if you have alopecia totalis, it may not work on you because that follicle is damaged all the way down. But for somebody that may need some medicines or your thyroid's kind of made your hair real thin, PRP is excellent for.
I love it.
Yes. And then we have the threads. And so we can do one thread to many threads, but we do that in areas. So we can do your brows. And when it comes with the thread, that also comes with other products with it. So when we do an eye lift, it's not only the threads, it comes with the neurotoxin. When we do a mid-face, it's the threads with fillers. When we do the neck, it's the threads with fillers. Anywhere else in the body, because a lot of times when we tighten up the skin, we also have to add that volume back.
Right. So you don't look like you're caught in a windstorm.
Correctamundo. That's my favorite word. Correctamundo. And then we do a thing called an O shot and a P shot. So those are things that you'll come in and we'll do a consultation about.
No, wait a minute.
Also,
O shot is what?
We can't really say that. With the FDA, they don't really want us to explain that on the radio.
Oh, okay.
So that's for if you having any problems in your personal life, we can do a free consultation. We can discuss more about it, but you can always go on the O Shot or P Shot website, and it'll tell you everything. And I'm listed as one of the providers in the area that provides that service.
Cool, thank you.
Which I love. Next, we're going to talk about the body procedures.
The body procedures are so much fun.
Yes, we are all getting ready. We got to shed this COVID 50.
Yeah. There's no more freshman 50. It's all COVID 50.
It's COVID 50. Yeah. I have lost 17 pounds, which I am so excited about. My little shirt is feeling a little loose.
Yes.
But now we got to tighten up some stuff, like my neck, my underarms, my belly.
Right, and this all goes into the non-invasive procedures.
Correct.
So you're not getting cut on. You're not going to be laying down and sucking stuff out of you. Mm-hmm. You're going to be tightening things up, and we're going to be
we can do laser right. Yeah. We can do laser lipo. We can use fat dissolving treatments. Mm-hmm. We can do some butt and breast enhancements. We use our ultrasonic fat cavitation. Mm-hmm. We also have an EM stem that we put on the abdomen, and it's like you're doing 2,000 crunches.
All in about, 20 minutes?
Yes, but you just laying there.
And it's a little bit of tickle.
Yes.
And it'll probably make you giggle more than anything, but it does not hurt. It
does not hurt. Yeah. We can do some skin tightening, but we have all these different packages that you can do, because like with anything, you need to probably do 3 to 5 to 10 sessions to really get, but it also goes with your nutritional intake and also you drinking your water. Right. If you're over a certain amount, yes, it's going to help you with your weight loss, but it's not going to make you go from this size to a skinny size right away. Right. You have to do the work. So this is things to help you with your weight loss plans.
Right. So as you come down off of the weight, you're tightening up so
Correct.
That it doesn't look like you just are a saggy bag.
Yeah, we don't want to be a saggy bag. And another thing we are so excited about, we have laser hair removal.
Yes. So nobody has to be hairy anymore.
No more goony goo-goos.
No, which means no more November shave, no
more
December non-shave and all that jazz.
Yes.
You can be hairless all year round.
All year round. So we have that. And then also the laser is for all skin patches, because that's our biggest thing is if you are of a darker tone, we do not want to remove the melanin. Right. We just want to remove the hair. So that's my biggest. It took me a long time to find the perfect machine, because I have people from all shades.
All shades.
And so I want to make sure we don't exclude anyone.
Right.
And then it also helps with doing like hyperpigmentation, brown spots, sunspots, things of that nature. Right. So again, it comes in packages, because you can't just do one session.
Right.
And it'd be like, boom, it's all the way gone.
Right. It's going to take some time.
Right.
It didn't take overnight to get there, so it'll have to take a long time to come down, but it'll work out.
So I hope you all loved and learned so much. Yeah. Now remember, if you would like to know more about it, we always do a free consultation. We can do some stuff on a FaceTime consultation. We can do some things in-house. You're just going to call 502-822-3659, hit option 1 or 2 for the schedulers, and they'll get you scheduled. You can also go on our website, www.jarvisfamilymedicalservices.com, and then also look us up on social media. We have a YouTube channel, Jarvis Family Medical Services, Jarvis Family Medical, that you subscribe to. We have our Instagram, our Facebook, and our TikTok. And then come back every Wednesday here on Envision Radio at 1 p.m. on Wednesdays and see Karla's Korner. We talk about everything. You know, I love Erica being on here for the last 2 weeks where we really broke down nutrition. Right. The basis of anything and everything you do comes from the food that you're eating.
Right. And if you're not eating the right foods, and it's going to throw the gut off, and then everything else is thrown off, from your hormones to vision to joints
to chronic medical conditions like blood pressure, diabetes, coronary artery disease, to your vision, to everything. So the one thing I love about us teaming up together is that we get to the bottom of everything first. So if you come in for a spa service, even if you're not my primary care patient, if I see anything on you that I think you need to address, I'm going to tell you, because I'm not just your typical injector. I'm your favorite nurse practitioner. And so therefore, I'm always assessing anybody I talk to. Right. The local waitress. If I go to the dog groomer, anybody I talk to, I'm going to say, if I hear anything or I see anything, you should get that checked out.
Another thing, since you've been doing this for so long, you can tell if somebody has an allergy, and you can tell them to get off of some things for the reason of that allergy.
Yes.
As we learn about the gut, as we start to put in great foods, your vibrancy will change in your face and your skin tone. Yes. And it's not just for one type of person.
Because that's what she did with me. She got me off a lot of foods. We did a food allergy test. Right. And then we know my blood type. And then she knows my medical conditions. A lot of times I have a lot of inflammation. That's why my voice sounds the way it does now, because I'm in Kentucky and we have really bad allergies.
We do.
So during this time of the season, my voice is very, very strong.
Right.
I have a lot of postnasal drip and everything.
Right. Those allergies is because we don't really have a freezing season here.
Yes.
And all of that pollen is constantly going all the time. So by having outdoor allergies coupled with the right nutrition on a consistent basis, all of that will come down over time.
Yeah. And that was me doing a finger prick to find out what allergies, indoor and outdoor. It was trees, weeds, grass. Then you have your cats, your dogs, your horse, your mice, your cockroaches, as well as mold on there and dust mites.
Right.
So that really helps you to kind of, I love my doggy, but I had to make sure I wasn't allergic to him.
Right.
And which I found that I wasn't. So we offer that test here, plus a host of other things. So if you all are looking for a wonderful spa that does primary care and both, we're your place. If you want to just do primary care, you can. And if you want to do just spa, you can.
Right.
That's the beauty in coming to Jarvis Family Medical Services, located at 912 Lily Creek Road. And we now have the whole building.
Yes.
So we have primary care downstairs and we have the spa upstairs. Yeah. So, you can come in and do one thing or do multiple things.
Right. And you can come in and relax and you can have great conversation.
Yes.
And learn so much while you're here just by talking to the staff. It's amazing.
Yes. And other patients. Our patients are so in love with talking about everything here. Yes. So sometimes I don't even have to tell you all. They'll tell you.
Right. They just butt in and
They are our best marketing people. They just go out and tell everybody. So remember, Erica Parsons is the nutritionist. So anytime you want to learn about any type of eating, what you should do, what you should not do. You're looking more into weight loss or to control your disease processes, chronic or acute. She's your woman. Yes. And then I'm your nurse practitioner for your medical labs, also doing all of your cosmetic procedures. So I will see you next week here on Karla's Korner in Vision Radio at 1 p.m. every Wednesday, or Jarvis Family Medical Services on all of our social media. Until next week, you all have a wonderful and a blessed day. Bye-bye.